Hi, me again. God, I'm busy on this video stuff. Because Gemma tells me I have to do it, It's the modern way. I'll be retired soon and everybody forget this. But another thing that I see in here, no right or wrong, and this is a thing that I'm not that great at, so practicing what you preach is just not the right thing here for me, is it's something that most golfers get wrong because it's a terminology and they don't fully understand what that means, and it's a simple thing, and it's a thing that's vitally important, is aim and alignment. And I would say a very high percentage of your club golfer gets this mixed up. One, they think it's the same thing, and two, aim. You can see some people at the golf course and they're kind of, being taught to do some, and they're standing up there and they think like this, they're doing this and they're putting this on here and like that, and I'll go, what are you doing? And they'll go, oh, I'm just checking my aiming. That's not your aiming. This is your aiming. This thing here. This is your alignment. Yeah. And when you sort of go to the very top level of the game, they work on this quite a lot, but you see them on the range and they've got sticks down, which I'll show you in a second. But they're not always aiming straight. They tend to aim straight at the target the more loft they have. They will tend to aim at something else based on the shot shape they're going to get. Okay, so for instance, you've got a guy off the tees hitting a big draw. He doesn't want to aim in the straight, and it starts straight and disappears left into out of bounds or somebody's greenhouse. They will tend to aim it down the right hand side because this is the type of shot they're going to play. Alternatively, your fader, and you'll see this quite a lot on tour. You'll see this when these guys are standing like this because they want to send it down the left and cut it back, I have many times I've played, and and my job, even when I'm not at work, is I like to give people help on the golf course with their questions and stuff. Is they'll ask me where I'm aiming. You look as though you're aiming right. Yeah, I'm going to hit a draw. And it sounds too silly. To them. Oh no. It says, well, shouldn't you aim straight? And somebody said one time about railway tracks and everything, lines and knee bones connected to the thigh bone, all that sort of stuff. And I went, oh yeah, if you're going to hit it straight. And I remember asking somebody, again, very clever man, and I said to him, how do I hit a draw when presumably I just aim straight at the target? How do I hit a draw? And the words that came back to me says, you better put a shit swing on it. Now, this guy taught 7 world number ones, so kind of pay attention. That's what I did anyway. And he was, in a sense, he was right when I started to understand it, because we're all, dads, granddads, people on the range want to help us. Where are you aiming? Where are you aiming? No wonder you're doing that. You're aiming this way. You're aiming that way. Not fully understand that it's alignment they're talking about. Now, aiming and alignment. Butch Harmon. Just, you ever wanna try and go onto YouTube or something, you can get videos of this guy, Butch Harmon. The guy is an absolute genius. Everything's simple. Everybody that gets to world number ones goes and sees Butch Harmon. He just simplifies it. And he gets to know them really well, so he teaches them the right way. And I was watching something him said, and he said, if you aim at nothing, you'll probably hit it. I'll just leave that one there. You aim at nothing, you'll probably hit it. So when it comes to aiming and alignment, right, you've got 2 things that happen. Right, aim is the club face. Okay? Always remember that. Aim is the club face. You're aiming the club face at kind of where you want the ball to finish. Alignment is you. So you're kind of aligning parallel to whatever you want to do. Now, I am not saying you should aim straight every shot. I'm saying the shot you're going to play. So, for instance, if I wanted to sort of set up for a draw, my alignment starts to go this way, and my aim with the club is just a fraction that way. Okay, a little bit more on my feet, so I'm going to get a little bit more on the inside. So this is maybe, if my target is middle of the green there, I might be putting my club here somewhere, but my feet here somewhere. Now, when I put my feet there, I'm putting my feet there to get my shoulders in line with my feet. Remember that kind of kiddish thing, your knee bone's connected to your thigh bone, yeah? People get so caught, where are your feet aiming? Well, you're not going to kick it. They're a guidance to try and get your shoulders in line with it. Yeah? You could have your feet then get your shoulders there, and you're still going to get the same result, but you might hurt your back a little bit. So where are your feet? And so a draw of the ball, somebody who wants to hit a draw, tends to be, the feet is going to be pointing over the left, and they square everything up to it, right? So that's aligning and aim. The club's just slightly right of target. Fade, opposite. Okay, so there's going to be a little bit inside. So the face is pointing slightly left of the target. Feet, shoulders, everything much further left of the target. Yeah. All I'm going to do is swing along there, let it happen, and hopefully it'll start to fade. Yeah. But if you try to hit a draw and a fade from a straight position, you're going to have to do some manipulation in your swing and manipulation of the face and try and do something. So when you're thinking of aim and alignment, yes, there is. If you're a relatively straight hit, I'm kind of lucky. You know, I'm kind of lucky. I tend to, when I'm playing well, I tend to hit the ball quite straight, so I can aim straight. Yeah, I can sort of face point to the target, feet and shoulders in line with it, just going that way and just parallel to the left, parallel to the target anyway. And I can get away with it sometimes, especially with lofted clubs. Yeah, if I'm trying to hit a different type of shot that's going to move, then I'm going to move me, because I'm deliberately trying to move the ball in the air. Don't do that very often, I'm too old for that stuff now, but everybody wants to know how to do these different things, you know, and there's a simple way to do it. But think of aim. If you aim at nothing, you'll probably hit it. Okay? You aim at nothing, you'll probably hit it. So when you're walking on the range, maybe use some sticks. You see a lot of pros do this. Yeah, Poulter is very good for it, or his aim in his ball position. Another video, ball position, right? Is when you're aiming, this is the aim, not you. You run parallel to it, depending on the shot. So if it's straight, you're in a line that's running parallel left of where you want to the target. Okay, so that's at the target. This is left of the target. Always remember that, and try and align everything up. So, and when you see somebody on the golf course doing this or this to see where their aim is, try and help them. Get them to point this. Okay, so give it a try, guys. Hope that helps.